Hello, hello, hello! Greetings, salutations, konnichiwa, and every other form of green across this vast, marvelous multiverse. I am Matsu Quinox. This is Horace, and welcome back, my dear wonderful scholars, to the study. Congratulations, Kindron, on getting first. Hello there, Firefly. Welcome. Hello there, Private Maverick. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello there, Yulin20. Playtime. Yes, indeed, playtime. Hello there, Kindron. Evening, all. Glad to have you here. Wonderful to see you. Hello there, Jewelry Jelly. Wonderful to see you as well. Oh, I'm so happy to see you all here. Oh my goodness. Oh, hello there, Dr. Zadium. Welcome. Just popped in there. Oh my goodness. Well, my dear scholars, it's been a rainy day here at the study, which meant mostly Horace and I sitting around organizing the books, which we haven't done in a while. It's very odd, isn't it, Horace? You'd think in an infinite library like the study, we would spend more time organizing books, but we don't do it that often. Most of the times the books organize themselves. I think Ovid and Virgil are still doing the organization, aren't they, Horace? Did we actually ever tell them to stop? Oh, we'll have to do that after the stream, I think. Uh, Poor guys. Feel a little bad for them, but the show must go on. So, how are all you fine, wonderful scholars doing this evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you are? I hope you're all doing well. Ulian20, fantabulous. Fantabulous. Is that an actual word? I can't tell. Dr. Zadium, doing well. Good, good. Kinchon, pretty good. Oh, well, I hope you feel even gooder. That just sounds odd, doesn't it? Hmm. Firefly, I'm good. Private Maverick, been doing good. Yuli, Jury Jelly, all good here. Well, the sense I'm getting from the room tonight is that we are all doing good. And it's good to be good. Good. I don't know, it just seems a little forced. Ugh. Maybe I'm just. Maybe it just seems. Maybe I should put it a different way. I don't know. Anyway, um, oh, tonight we are continuing our gaming stream. Actually, we might be concluding for it now. We will be playing more of the Stanley Parable, Ultra Deluxe. We apparently already saw what the Ultra Deluxe is, and it was very interesting. Um, well, as you know, as we've been playing, we've been going out on our own, going in various different directions, unlocking different endings. But, my dear scholars, we have yet to actually play the game straight. And tonight, that is what we're going to do. And I'm sure we're going to have plenty of time, so we will try and unlock as many other endings as we can possibly unlock. Just to see what happens. Okay, so, my dear, wonderful, fabulous scholars, what say we go over to the gaming room and start playing? Or do you think we should wait a little bit longer? We could babble. We could talk about books. I like books. Don't you like books? Books are nice. You can do so much with books. Ulian20, play. Well, that cut off my dialogue. Dr. Zadium, play. Oh, well, okay. We'll go and play in the room. Just don't touch the buttons, okay? I have enough trouble with the book squids doing that sort of thing. Okay, a little hydration. And we shall go over to our gaming room. Firefly, can you trust people who don't like books? Firefly, never talk about that to me. That's so serious. I mean, people who don't like books, just the thought of it puts a chill down my spine. Oh, hello there, cool skeleton. Welcome. We were just about to go to the gaming room when Firefly decided to traumatize me. All right, let's head over to the gaming room then and play. Ah, there we are. Let me move this out of the way so I can see things. What time is it? Does anyone really truly know? Of course they don't. Nobody knows anything. Well, I thought I knew a lot. I am an omniversal, interdimensional librarian. You would think I would know plenty. Kind of insulted, actually. You and I don't even know each other. We're like strangers. That's true. Sure, I've adjusted all of the game's settings to your exact specifications, but who hasn't? Really? It's just what I do, like a day job. And now the job is over. What? There's no more information for me to gather. I've collected all the data on you that I can. That seems kind of sinister, actually. And I still don't really know you. And you don't know me. And neither of us know what time it is. I guess some settings are just unsettable. But if I'm being totally honest, the clock doesn't do anything in the game anyway. What? Then what's it there for? You won't have me here when the game starts next time, but that's okay. Video games were meant to be played alone. This is so depressing. Cool skeleton, time is relative. It is relative. You like being alone, don't you? That's kind of mean, game. I don't like being alone. That's why I have Horace. That's why I have my wonderful scholars. The scholars, you wouldn't leave me alone, would you? Scholars? You wouldn't leave me alone. Cool skeleton game has some issues. Yeah, it does. Like telling it, like trying to feed into my darkest thoughts. Cool skeleton, I'm here. Well, thank you, cool skeleton. Private Maverick never. Yes, yes. See, game. My scholars would never leave me. That's maybe the only information I really learned about you. You learned nothing. Nothing. You know nothing about me. Oh, hello there, Densuo. Welcome. Thank you for the lurk. Well, it's time for me to leave. Well, if you're going to be so insultive, there's still one more saying that we need to adjust, but it may take a little time before I'm ready for that. It's not really in my job description, but that's okay. Perhaps you'll see me again, if you can find me. Talk soon. Okay. Cool skeleton, salty. Yeah, real salty. So this time we are going to play the game as it's trying to tell us to play.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
A nice round number, which it really isn't.
His job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day, every month, of every
I mean, let's be honest, it's not a bad job.
Others might have considered it soul-rending. Stanley relished every moment that the orders needed, as though he had been made exactly for this job. Stanley was happy.
He was happy in a great big gray void.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
Well, that's
no one had
DOSBox
showed
for you.
up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say high.
Cool Skeleton Bro
Never
doesn't
in
even
all
know
his
proper
years at
typing
the
technique.
company
That is
had
true.
This happened.
He
This
doesn't.
complete isolation.
His wrists must
Something
kill
was
him.
very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay, let's step out of our office, then. Into the nice
All of his co-workers were
mustard
gone.
yellow
What could it mean?
carpet.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
This is... Admitted, you know what, looking on the color scheme of this office, it really is the most depressing thing I've ever seen. I mean, look at that. Look at that. It's not even green. Some nice green would be... Well, there's some green right there, but still. I mean, mustard yellow? We are not going to go there. Could be worse. Yes, it could be worse.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
TV. He slides to a shirt. Oh, wait, there we go. This feels very much like one of those old, I mean, like this hallway. This reminds me very much. What are they called? Old computer screensavers. You know the kind. Kinshon, if it pays well, corporate joke could be good. TPS report.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Once again, with the white void out there. Yeah. You know, there's a room in the study which is just staircases like this, and you just keep going up, and it never ends. And it's just the most depressing place ever. And the only thing you have, the only reading material you have, is old magazines that have already been paged through. It is just the most depressing place in the Omniverse.
Staring into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing.
I'm detecting
He
some
stepped into the
sarcasm here.
newly opened passageway.
Oh, we're supposed to go. Alright, we're supposed to go this way. You know, if you think about why would anyone willingly choose
Descending
dark,
deeper into
ominous
the building,
red
Stanley
as the
realized
color
he
for a
felt
button?
bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Look, if you've worked any amount of years in the business world, you'll know the answer to that. Oh, jeez.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Excuse me. hello there, Crusader Corrupted. Welcome. Hello there, Raiders. Thank you for the raid. I am Matsu, Quinox, Interdimensional Omniversal Librarian, and we are playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. We are currently, today, doing a straight run of it. So we are going to actually do what the narrator wants us to do. And after that, well, we'll mix it up and see whatever we haven't done yet in the game, and see what we can unlock. Oh, what was that? Oh, hello there, Icicle Phoenix 25. Unfortunately, hold on, let me see. Oh, thank you for the follow, Icicle Phoenix 25. Oh my goodness, sorry I didn't answer that right away. I've got my screen covered by the game, unfortunately. But thank you for the follow and welcome to our fellow scholars here. I'm glad to have you here. I'm always glad to have new scholars. It makes me happy.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Okay. I'm trying to remember what we do next. Oh, this part.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen.
You know, you think that get very boring after a while. You know, just sitting there watching these screens go to.
Meant nothing.
Where's ours? Hold on, there's ours. 274. Hold on, that's not even our office. Come on, really?
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job?
Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Icicle.
Had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Thank you, I needed that. Set my Hydra. Right over here, actually. At the moment, we're doing a straight run of the game. See what comes up. Because certain scholars really got irritated that I wasn't playing it.
Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Okay.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past
yes,
began
this
to
section,
sink
cool
in,
skeleton.
Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Okay, I can't remember where I'm supposed to shut this down. Oh, there.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes.
but I'm still amazed by the elegance
He had
displayed both in the
defeated the
chat section and
machine,
the overall aesthetic. Yes,
unshackled himself from
it is
someone
nice.
else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how
Thank
many
you.
puzzles still lay unsolved.
Oh, you're making me blush.
Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp?
Just watch, his
What
coworkers
other
just went out to
mysteries did
lunch
the
for on
strange
a
building hold?
outdoor
But as sunlight streamed
outdoor
into the
mean
chamber,
exercise and
he
just left him
realized
behind.
None of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Oh.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Yeah, except we're following the narrator, so do we actually have any free will? Yeah, we beat the game. All right, let's end for the night. Thank you for coming. It's been wonderful, my dear scholars. But you know, we've beaten the game. Here we are again. Okay, so I hope that made some people happy.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah, memo this. Helium 20. Well, maybe. What do you mean? You were the one who was bothering about not being able not to go through the ending. And now, you are not satisfied? Really? Really? Let's see what else we can find out. I think we went through new content.
Oh, good. You noticed my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
I think I already did that one. Nope, not interested. There was something we did here.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Well, I'm a rebel, so let's enter right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley
Bucket?
knew it perfectly well.
Where Bucket?
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Why is this person? Well, no, I do have a nice house. This person has a window! Why do they get a window and I don't get a window? I deserve a window.
Yes, truly a room
You need
worth
20 because you
admiring.
don't
It
matter.
had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Really? I don't matter? Oh, really? I'm sorry. I mean, I try my best. Oh, you mean the character? Oh, okay. Okay, well, he really doesn't matter. That's for sure. Also, I am not a goof.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first
I'm a
open door on
super
his left.
special librarian. What's this way?
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
I don't think we went this way before.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track.
Yeah.
So now, in order to get back, he needed to go, well,
He doesn't.
from here, it's, left.
Let's go right. Oh, is there other stuff? Can we go back? Oh, we can't go back. Oh, come on. Can I close the door?
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see, we went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Icicle, I know she's known for having written novels. What do you think of the mind behind the 1810 Clerkenwell diamond robbery? Huh. Not sure if I'm aware of that one. Huh, sounds familiar. I can't quite place my mind on it. Oh, Jane Austen! Oh! You know, have I read much of Jane Austen? I don't think I've read much of Jane Austen. Shockingly enough, you know, part of my mind has been sealed, unfortunately, as part of my exile, so there are a lot of books that I have read that unfortunately I don't recall reading. But, you know, I have heard she's a wonderful author, and she is on my list of books to read. Might read one for the stream in future. Maybe. It all depends on, though, on what I have. But, you know, I'm open to reading all sorts of new things. Again, might have read her, but mind sealed away. Can't remember half the books I've read in the past. I think there's a room in the study called the Austen Garden. It's full of her books, and it's quite a nice garden. You have to wear a hat to get in. Not sure why. It's very odd, really. I mean, I like hats. Don't wear that often. I should wear more hats. Icicle, then I really do hope you enjoy it. Some interesting reading. I'll have to look into it. Thank you, Icicle. Basement. Oh, they're trying to get us back on track.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track,
No
okay.
promises.
From the top.
Icicle, you're welcome. I wish I could help more, but I'm still melting from the heat. Aww! Try and keep yourself cool. I'm sorry you're having trouble out there, wherever you are. Just please take care of yourself.
Gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Let's see what else we can unlock for endings. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. Again. So for those who have missed the previous 2 streams of this, we have unlocked several of the endings, including managing to anger the narrator so much that they essentially killed us. So right now we are just trying to...
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Oh. This is kind of neat. printer. Icicle, I don't particularly like the idea of the narrator being evil. Yeah, I don't think he's so much evil as, like, many narrators. He is... Oh. Am I going around the right way? What am I saying? There is no real right way. Oh my goodness, this is like a maze.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
I have a feeling.
Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Alright. Kinshon, authors have to have an evil streak, otherwise there's no stories. That is true. That is true.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Icicle, just until you get a very particular ending, I won't spoil. His own mention of himself is just so sweet. I don't know if I've gotten that ending or not. I've gotten several endings already, so it's a little bit hard to remember what the endings are. How much, my dear scholars, do you want to bet that this story is still going to be off kilter? Ah, yes!
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Okay. We'll go back the other direction.
Aha! I knew we'd missed something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Alright. See, this is what the hallway actually needs. It needs this nice blue color, not the mustard yellow. So what the heck? What the book? What the book? Are we in Silent Hill?
Now this, well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations!
We won!
I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off.
We won
So,
the game,
good
my
job.
dear scholars.
Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about
It
this
is the
at all.
demo show.
We both know
Shit,
you didn't
I
put in
spoke.
any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay? I'm getting weirded out by whatever this case is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Okay. How bad is it? The Stanley
All right,
Parable
I've
Adventure
got a
Log?
solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
The adventure line. Can we go off the adventure line? I'm gonna go off the adventure line. Freedom!
No, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
Okay, oh, okay, yeah, okay. Come on, that's no fun. I don't get to be in here. Oh, someone's been playing Solitude. I can't play, that's not fair. Did anyone actually play Solitude seriously on a computer? I mean, we have computers here in the study, of course, and a few of them had a Solitaire, and I never knew how to play that game, so all I did was press buttons and do things.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's in
Music.
this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence
Whatever you say,
is
Emmanuel
in fact
Kant.
a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right?
Okay.
Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct?
I'm getting a headache.
Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right
Music!
now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Whoa, whoa! What? Whoa, whoa! What? Whoa! What? Whoa, what? Calimenting music. It is! Where's the slide leading us? Like, what is this, the Valley Circus? Where is this taking us? Yes, this is certainly adventure. Wait. What happened? What just happened? What just happened?
Cut the music. Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story.
Really?
Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Thank you, ants. Thants.
Wait, what? We're back at the office?
What?
No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Okay. Where's this taking us? Wait, am I going the right way? I don't even... Where were we going? Okay, I'm completely lost now. Did we come in this way? Is this the way we came?
Oh, no, not again, Line. How could you have done this to us? After we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Okay. Let's go on the adventure.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us?
Well,
We're
it took us-
intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Which direction? Oh, this direction. Okay.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Icicle, this ending is just so wholesome at times. I love it. Aw, I love wholesome endings. There's gonna be a monitor at the end of this, isn't it?
Oh no, not
Oh
you
no!
again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Adventure line. We gotta wait for the adventure line at least.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control.
Okay.
How important we mustn't squander the opportunity.
Yes.
In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere at the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
You know what? I'm gonna be nice to the, Oh, thank you for the hydrate. I'm gonna be nice to the narrator. The narrator's being so nice. I don't think we can go the left door. Ah. Mm. I'm gonna check to make sure the left door can't be opened. Go. Okay, right door. The confusion ending?
Hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped. Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait, you know. I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime...
Whoa! What was that? Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Icicle Phoenix, that's meant to happen, funny enough. Let's see what happens and would it do the same thing? Let's see the new content again. I think the new content, unless we're supposed to go continue. Let's try new content.
Oh, good. You notice my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Did we already do this part? I think we already did this part. Yeah, we already did this ending. This is something
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further.
What?
Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable 2.
What? What?
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans
Taste the
have
sequel.
truly been asking for.
Oh, sticky notes.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Whatever you say. Stanley.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of
Meaning that
naturally
Scrum design
spring up
plays
around
break
them.
pitch
It'll
design.
all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
The way to the show. The hole? What the hole? There's a hole? Stanley Parable. The prequel to the Stanley Parable 2 is the sequel to the Stanley Parable is the prequel to the... Oh my goodness. Sequels are good. Portal 2, Half-Life 2, Batman Arkham Asylum 2, City, Divinity, Original Sin 2, Doom 2, Aladdin 2, Return to Far, Dark Souls 2. Don't know about that Aladdin 2 one though. Okay. Guess we're supposed to go up here. Whoa.
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
The button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. I don't think I want to hear my name. I don't think I want to hear my name because I don't know if it'll give the name attached to my thing or not. It might give away my name. Rather not be doxxed by a game. Cool skeleton, it doesn't. Okay, I'm trusting you on this.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Jim.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim. I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim watching your dreams crumble into dust.
Oh, lovely.
Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now? If so, then please step forward and press the button.
Jim.
Yes! You see? What a thrill! What a rush! That was you! The button described you! Do it again, do it again.
Jim.
It hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
Okay. Excuse me. Icicle, there's a theory saying Jim's employee 420. Huh. Let's see what else there is.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature. Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
I don't know. Go back. Balloons? Yeah. Oh, right here. Yeah. See, Get Well Someday is nice, but it's also kind of depressing. And who doesn't love a birthday? Honestly, who doesn't love a birthday? Happy 12th birthday, Stepniece. Because, I mean, Get Well Someday is nice, it's kind. But again, kind of depressing. So, let's go with this.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really
Oh,
wanted.
come on!
Get Well Someday it is.
Oh, really?
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
The reassurance bucket?
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical.
Icicle,
that
oh,
it
the QR
engendered a
code doesn't
chaotic
stand really
sense of
works. Oh,
reckless
really?
despair
Oh, my
in
goodness.
those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem of the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try. Can you feel it?
What?
The glow of comfort,
What was
even
that?
in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body.
What?
In fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air
Oh,
of
hello there,
charisma
blah
as
blah.
well.
Welcome. And
I think
Horse
that
says
just
hello
holding
as
it
well.
has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
And I can't get rid of the bucket, can I? I am stuck with the bucket. The bucket is a turtle.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
Now it says the button that says Jim. Infinite hole? What is the infinite hole? Free, new and easy achievement. It's just... Okay, let's see what this... It just works.
Now here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes, you see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that. Oh, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all
Give
over
me
the
this
world,
achievement!
uproariously demanding its feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen. What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
We don't want to do the extras. What's up here? Can you find them? Collect them all. Oh, that's not... Is that the hole? Was that the infinity hole there? So I don't want to do that there. Is this the infinity hole, or is this something else, my dear scholars? Oh, collectibles. Okay.
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Oh my goodness. What is this? What? What? Are these, look. Are these Pillarmen? Wait, there's more? It does look like the Pillarmen. I mean, hello there, Sayo. Welcome. Yes, they do look like the Pillarmen. Cool skeleton.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game, and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
What else have we done? Excuse me. Okay, we did the merchandise, so that just leaves the hole. Is that it? Oh, there's the jump circle.
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's a... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle? Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece, then.
Do the jump circle? It's time for the hole? Okay. Infinite hole. It won't end. Alright, well, let's try the hole then. Openings. More hole, infinite science falling. It just keeps going.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is in fact a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right, infinite fall. You can fall until the end of time if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
Well, nothing else to do, so Geronimo?
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward. Now, I don't mean to be funny, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
No, we're gonna stay. We're gonna stay here. Say, where's the talking potato? I don't know. There's the talking potato.
Okay, Stanley. I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal
Thank you
person
for the hydrate.
actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem. Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite? If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
Oh dear. Alright, well. Oh! Dr. Zadium redeemed a 5-second book review. Alright, let's see. 5-second book review. Okay, Wuthering Heights. Really strange woman and really strange man get together, no one ends up happy. 5 out of 5 stars. That's your 5-second book review, Dr. Zadium. Well,
Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my... Oh, for heaven's sake. I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much. A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no.
Icicle, by the way, should I make a recommendation? If you wish, I'm always happy for
Did
recommendations.
the hole seem even shorter to you this time? I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before.
Oh, someone's salty.
Admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole.
So
I
go
didn't
ahead,
think it
Icicle,
was
if you
that
have a
not
recommendation.
infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport
Icicle, good
button
omens, the nice and
come
accurate
join the
prophecies of
other
Agnes.
half.
Funny enough, Icicle, I do have a copy of Good Omens. In fact, I have it right behind me. And I've started reading it. Very good book. Very good book. Highly recommend it.
Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. I really do have... Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing that... Wow. Okay. Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit
Stanley
the
go
point
down the
where it's
hole?
no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even
Good
by the
Omens.
lax overall standards for
It's
accountability
fantastic
and
as
marketing.
stones.
What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter.
Okay. More than happy.
Well, there it is. The shame of my lie has come to haunt. How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on. Is the, teleport button not working? You sure? Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago. Try it again.
I like this one.
Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley. You couldn't bear to be away from the hole. And now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole. I get to do literally anything else.
Oh, goodbye,
Take care,
Julian 20.
Stanley.
Thank you for coming.
I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of it.
Well. Oh. That's an interesting sound. Okay. Oh! Firefly. Oh, no. Figurative. Freaky. Here we go. What is going on here?
My head's stronger. No, you
Change. What? 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 Is this what change your reality does?
seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland.
This is
Can't have that, Stanley.
This is
Because this
hilarious.
hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every
What
second of it.
does this
You
happen?
don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole? From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole. And I'm looking forward to all
Oh
of them.
no.
Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodlepip.
No, I'm gonna get out of here. Oh wait, I can't get out, can I? I can't get out, can I? Oh. Okay. Well,
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
bucket time? Oh! Can we do the bucket again? Can we do the bucket again? There can be only one. So we're done here for now. What's the that's new? Did we do all that? Did we do the that's new? There's a bit there that's... Can we get up there? Okay. Maybe it's all grown up. Oh, epilogue.
Epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, yes. We'll go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
That's it? Mostly infinite hole. Nice. Well, there's the exit. Try the settings. Okay. Huh. Did you scroll? You mean, did I scroll? Oh. Scroll down on controls. Except for the control bit, try changing every single setting. Okay, so...
This is the story of a man named Stanley. This is the story.
Oh, that's odd. Oh well. Such is life. Icicle Phoenix, but... Did I do something wrong? Did I forget something? Unless I'm supposed to actually change it and keep it changed. Which is possible, but... I don't know. Oh well. That's okay. That is fine. Sucks. No, I'm not going to 100%. Oh, yeah, I'm not going to do that. So you have to basically, I would have to sit here and reset it to every single value possible, which, yeah, I'm not going to sit here and, unfortunately, and do that. Where am I going? Donated collectibles. Well, let's give it a try then. Okay. We should probably do new content. I don't even remember where we were. Oh, this is gonna take a long time. Isn't it just the sliders? I don't know. Is it just the sliders? You don't think I need to do the sliders, or you don't think I need to do the... Dr. Zadian, which settings?
Story of a man named Stanley.
Oh no, I'm not going to do the reset settings. Oh, there we are. We got him. Let's go and see what we unlocked. If I can find my way up again. Is this way? I think it goes this way. No, that's not the way. I just remember which way I got up, how I got up there. That's the jump circle. Time to open the door if I can find it. It's a door right next to the gym button. Oh, there we are.
Aha! I can see you've gotten the Settings World Champion achievement. Well done. You've experienced every setting, traveled to all corners of the settings menu. There's nothing you haven't seen. So, just for you, in the Stanley Parable 2, I'm including an entirely new setting, something called bumpscosity.
Bumpscosity?
What exactly is bumpscosity? Well, I haven't quite figured that part out yet, but I just know that you'll be able to adjust it on some sort of slider, and that it'll be available from the settings menu. We'll sort the rest of the details out later. I hope you're looking forward to trying out every level of bumpscosity in the Stanley Parable 2.
Well, this is lovely. I think we should exit now. Please do use that exit. Bumpscosity. Oh, there it is. What is, let's go to 1000. What does bumpscosity do? I have to wonder.
All right, have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now?
Oh.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2. I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes.
Icicle, oh, not leaving yet, but I'm loving this entire Icicle. This stream has been so relaxing. I'm glad. I try to make this as relaxing as possible.
Who am I kidding, Stanley?
On Thursdays, I do
This isn't a
reading
coherent
streams.
video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. This is rules. With respect.
I get it.
With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Oh. Why is it red?
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
It's
Stanley
confused. That's
worked
good
for
to
a
know. I
company
intend
in a
on
big
becoming
building where he was
wonderful.
employee
Thank you.
number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on the keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day, every
And here
month,
we go again.
every year. And although others might have considered it soul-bending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders he made, as though he had been made exactly for this job.
Is that a little different?
Was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
Oh, there it is.
Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened.
Grab
This
the bucket.
complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Is the bucket around?
All
Oh
his
my
coworkers had
goodness!
gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Oh my goodness!
Stanley picked up the bucket.
Okay, you know, said I was going to end this. I thought I was going to end the stream a little bit soon, but we are going to try this once through. See the new content added to this.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Because obviously we have to see this through. We'll be going a little bit later this time.
Still no one was here.
Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
The bucket is everything. The bucket is everything.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket
bucket.
walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Icicle, did we get the broom closet ending? Yes, we did. We did do the broom closet ending. Go down. Oh, the broom closet ending is wonderful. Oh!
Found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Okay. Ah!
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini-stands? Stanley figs? What about Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
But no other buckets. Stanlerines, yes!
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire, if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him, always. The bucket would. And he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any
Everyone
notion
loves
that
bucket.
the pin number for the keypad was 2845. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding them? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
It's a bucket is love, bucket is life. Ah.
Anyway, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think, Stanley? What name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by one? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
Hail buckets. This is fantastic.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
We'll figure it out. It's cool. Funny, I seem to only recall where one other figurine is. I wonder where the last one is. Unless I accidentally skipped it earlier, maybe. Excuse me.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility. on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Well, if I can't get all the figures...
Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this,
Oh,
and it
poor
very nearly
bucket.
burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
Oh, thank you for the hydrate once again. I think there may be one near a crate lift. So is it possible I missed one? Then? Or have I yet to find it?
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's mind.
Okay.
No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control, never! He squeezed the bucket tighter.
Aw.
His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket. But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world.
Yes.
They high-fived in a really cool way. The bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
Okay, I'm seeing if there's any of the figurines here. I don't see any. Say, oh, Bucket is so cool and funny. Yes, Bucket is very cool and funny. Icicle, I found it. Oh, you did? Where is it? Did I miss it? Did I accidentally skip an area? It's on another path, don't worry. Okay. Door on the right to that one. From earlier, I'm guessing. Okay. We'll get that last one.
When at last they came to the source of the room's power, Stanley and the bucket knew it was their obligation to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for. Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over? Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, The two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door.
Escape
The
with
bucket
bucket.
wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every color on earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support.
Okay.
What? Wait. What was happening? Why had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed? An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty. Until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave.
No.
Even the facility itself recognized the incredible
No.
calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket. Elderly relents not part of the bucket. No. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
Okay, let's get those last figurines
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
before we close
Stanley
out.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Because I think I've only got 2 left to get, and then we will end for now.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh, too late. I can't go back. No.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
I'm
Perhaps
sorry.
he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Cool Skull, you may want to hold off on Stan Lorene's. Oh, really? Is there a reason? Yeah, I'm
Wow. Yes.
probably going
this
to try and
room.
collect the last
What a
ones
beautiful
for
room.
now.
What a gorgeous, gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took
The
the
Stan
first
Lorene's
open door on his
increase.
left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Well, actually, now that I know that, yeah, you know what? I think I'm gonna have to stop for now because I am feeling weary myself. Okay, so we will stop here for now. We'll stop for now. And, well, I'll see you back in the main chat area to close out this fine evening. Let me close this out. Hello again, my dear wonderful scholars. Oh my goodness, this has been quite a time experiencing this game, isn't it? Oh. I will regret to inform you that we will be stopping with this game for the time being. Tonight will be more or less... Tonight is more or less the temporary finale of this game. We may revisit it in future. But, you know, a certain season is coming up, and we are going to shift gears for that. So that will be that. Icicle, I'm happy you're not giving up on it, though. No, I'm not going to give up on it. It's a fun game. I'm really enjoying it. Cool Skeleton Spoopy. Yes, Spoopy season. It will be spooky season, and I have a game picked out for it. I will announce it on Thursday. Speaking of Thursday, we will be reading 3 Men in a Boat, to say nothing of the dog. We'll be continuing our reading with that, with maybe 3 more chapters. And then on Friday, we'll be having another stream of Late Night with Matsu. And I will be reading some Norwegian folk tales. That stream will be at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. I believe that's 11 o'clock Eastern Time. It will be open to all. Now, for those who haven't been to my late night streams, usually when I read stories, I voice act the characters. Late night with Matsu readings, I do not voice act. It will be a straight, quiet, gentle reading for you, my dear scholars. So that will be this week. But for now, let us see who is streaming so we can see if there is anyone we can raid. Okay. You know what? I see Drezov the Wicked is streaming Mist again. So I think... Oh, Iseo! You want to suggest someone? Who would you suggest? Who would you suggest, dear Iseo? Please go on. Sanbol Chiban. Oh, alright. Alright, let's see. Sanbol Chiban. Alright, I don't think I've ever rated them. Oh, they're playing Resident Evil 4. Ah. Well, it is almost spooky season, so let's give them a raid. So then, my dear wonderful scholars, as usual, I say unto you, good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Till we meet each other again at the study. Take care, and I shall see you next time. Till then, farewell, and bye-bye.